Welcome back to the Baelsar Game Channel. We're going to be continuing our Final Fantasy XIV Dungeon Guide series today. And we're going to be taking a look at Baelsar's Wall. There will be multiple range units in here, so make sure you are tanking on top of the range units to make sure everything is grouped up. The dogs have a large circular AoE that you will want to avoid, and a few of the humanoid units have frontal cone abilities. Make sure to pick up the identification key to move on to the next area. In the next area, there will be a few spellcasters. The sky armor will tether onto a unit and cannot actually be tanked, so you'll just want to focus these down that are not tethered to the tank itself. There will be several AoEs to avoid from the mage unit. Again, making sure to pick up the identification key after they're all dead to move on to the next area. For the first boss, the main thing you'll want to watch out for is when he starts casting Magitech Claw. This is a large damage tank buster that you will want to pop one of your damage reduction cooldowns to absorb. Healers make sure to heal through the large amount of damage this will provide. When he summons the armor reinforcements, you'll just want to focus these down as soon as possible. When you cast Magitech Ray, it will be a line AoE that you'll just want to move out of. And occasionally a single target will be marked with a red circle for a missile attack that will just want to move away from the rest of the party members. Later on in the fight, this attack will mark multiple people instead of one. These mechanics will repeat for the rest of the fight, so repeat the steps to take down this boss rather easily. The next area, once everyone is on the platform, then you will access the control panel, which will slowly move you around the room. As you reach the next area, a conveyor belt will bring enemies to you. The first group will be a large group of Magitech slashers that have no abilities you need to work out for, but due to the large number of them can produce a considerable amount of damage. The next one will have adamantite claws that do have a frontal cone AoE you'll want to watch out for. Once you reach the center platform, there will be no conveyor belt, but 3 Colossus will jump out of the sky onto the platform. Each of these has frontal cone AoEs along with line AoEs. The next section will combine slashers along with adamantite claws. Moving to the final platform, you will be faced with 3 Magitech Vanguards. These units have party-wide AoEs that you'll want to just heal through, along with a frontal cone ability that you'll want to avoid. After this, you will step onto the final conveyor belt to be moved to the second boss. For the second boss, whenever he casts Launcher, this would be party-wide AoE that would just need to be healed through. Magitech Cannon is a single target damaging ability on the tank that is untelevised, so will also just need to be healed through. Sensory Jammer causes you to take damage for any action done, including movement. So you'll want to hit your escape bar and just stand there, or if you're on the PlayStation, then hit the B button to unselect the boss. When you cast Diffusion Laser, it will do a circular AoE on a single target that will just need to be avoided. When he summons the Magitech Bits, they will proceed to fire line AoEs across the platform that you will just need to avoid. While this is happening, he will also throw out large circular AoEs that will need to be moved out of afterwards. When the boss casts Distress Beacon, then the Magitech Slashers will all appear on the platform and rush the tank. Due to the sheer number of these units, damage can get quite overwhelming, so make sure you're healing through this section. This is also the best time to use your best tank cooldown if you still have it. For the next section, there will be multiple AoEs that you'll need to avoid. Make sure to pick up the key that is dropped from the final unit to access the security terminal. The human units have several cone AoEs and line AoEs that you'll want to avoid. And this should bring you to the Griffin, which is by far one of my favorite fights. But there is quite a few mechanics to watch out for. Dull Blade will just be a damaging tank ability that will need to be healed through. Beak of the Griffin will be party-wide damage that will need to be healed through. Flash Powder is a AoE that needs to be turned away from the boss to avoid being stunned by it, so that you are not hit by the Sanguine Blade that is cast afterwards. Claw the Griffin is another large tank damaging ability that you'll just need to heal through. Lion's Head will summon swords all around the arena. You'll want to move into the middle of the platform, and whenever the swords become targetable, focus down the blade of the griffin that is in the middle. After a while, all of these swords will explode, dealing damage, the middle one doing party-wide damage, whereas the other ones just do damage around them. When you cast Bigfoot, he'll knock a target party member back, so that party member will have to reposition to avoid the AoEs. Anytime he casts the Sanguine Blade, you'll need to quickly move behind him to avoid the AoE that is shot across the platform. Restraint Collar will always target your healer and will immobilize them, so you need to focus this down so your healer can continue healing. While in the Restraint Collar, they will continuously take damage also. Later into the fight, Sanguine Blade will cause him to jump twice, with the first jump being a feint, so do not get distracted as to where you need to go. But this should be it for Baelsar's Wall. I hope this helped everyone out. If it does, please make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and I will catch you on the next one.